Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Wrestler's Way official podcast. I'm your host, the Kansas Kid, professional blogger at wrestlersway.blogspot.com, the one place to discuss professional wrestling since you still buy action figures, still throw up the Wolfpack sign, and you still love pro wrestling. Now, the one thing I wanted to talk about was the WWE. Specifically, I at Wrestler's Way believe that the WWE should bring back the Cruiserweight division. Now, you might all call me crazy, but hear me out first. We all remember how great the Cruiserweight division was in WCW when you had guys like Dean Malenko and Chris Benoit, Rey Mysterio, the Ultimo Dragon, Chris Jericho. I mean, you could just go on and on. I mean, the level of matches, the Eddie Guerreros versus Rey Mysterios, and the Chavo Guerrero and Eddie Guerrero feud, and the Dean Malenko and Chris Jericho feud where Jericho was talking about Dean Malenko's dead father and all that. I mean, it was just the most intense feuds, and they were only opening card matches. It was that kind of build on the first opening matches that made you want to buy a pay-per-view. If it's that stacked at the bottom, can you only imagine what the top is? Now, as far as the WWE goes, they haven't had much success in the way of a Cruiserweight division. They tried it back in the Attitude Era with the light heavyweight division, which was a tremendous failure when your biggest star was S.A. Rios, and the only person anyone remembers from the light heavyweight division wasn't even one of the wrestlers, it was one of the valets. Lita, who was S.A. Rios' valet, went on to become bigger than the whole light heavyweight division ever was. Heck, the WWE Cruiserweight division too, at that matter. It's just when they brought it back again, tried the Cruiserweight division again, they had Gregory Helms hold the title forever. Next thing you know, Hornswoggle's holding the Cruiserweight belt. I mean, it's just a bunch of crap. For some reason, Vince McMahon, if there's one thing he can't do, it's a light heavyweight division. It's just, I don't know what it is about him, but he can't do it. He just failed to capture the magic that the WCW did with their Cruiserweight division, with Billy Kidman and all those guys. So you might ask, why, if he had that much failure, why would I want him to spark up the Cruiserweight division again? Well, if you really think about it, now is the prime time to spark up the Cruiserweight division because the WWE has so many tremendous light heavyweight wrestlers. You got Justin Gabriel, Yoshi Tatsu, Trent Beretta, who almost looks like a young Billy Kidman. You got Evan Bourne, Sin Cara, provided he comes back from his wellness policy violation. Daniel Bryan, if things don't work out with Money in the Bank. Primo, who's a tremendous wrestler who just doesn't get the time of day he deserves. I mean, you just got a solid core group of guys that can bring together a exciting and pulse-pounding Cruiserweight division for the WWE if Vince McMahon would just do it. I mean, if you guys would throw your support in, I mean, am I crazy here? I mean, it just sounds like gold on paper with these guys. And not only do you have such tremendous talent here, it would give a platform for these, up-and-coming wrestlers that not as many people watch their matches and stuff. It would give them a reason to wrestle, give them something to fight for, give them something that allows them to be promoted more. Because the problem with WWE is they are so horrible about their opening card matches. They don't have very many storylines at all. Like, there's no storylines opening matches anymore. And I think that's something that's really suffering in the WWE. And if TNA, despite all their, bumps and bruises and mistakes, that's one thing they do right. They will do opening card storylines. They'll do storylines for everything, even stuff we don't even care about. But I just think it would be a tremendous idea. Can you see Justin Gabriel as a Cruiserweight champion, or Sin Cara or somebody, Especially after I saw Daniel Bryan versus Sin Cara on SmackDown a while back, I was just like, man, it just had shades of Dean Malenko versus Rey Mysterio matches that you used to see back in the day. I mean, it was just a phenomenal matchup, and I encourage any one of you guys to YouTube it if you can. I mean, it's just awesome. But that's my piece for today. I say the WWE should bring back the Cruiserweight division. It could be tremendous. You got all the core talent there. Justin Gabriel, Tatsu, Beretta, Bourne, Kara, Daniel Bryan, Primo. Evan Bourne could be a tremendous star for the Cruiserweight division there. So could Justin Gabriel. Primo. It's just, there's so much talent there, and I think it's going to waste. So I think it could be a tremendous division. Well, that's all for today. Thank you guys for tuning in, and be sure to stop by wrestlersway.blogspot.com. Also, subscribe to our YouTube channel here at youtube.com/wrestlersway, and keep up with our podcast, listen to those, and keep checking back because big things are happening. Thanks, guys.